Hello, is anyone there? Yeah, you can come on in. Come on in, the virtual doors are open. Come on in, get comfortable, kick back and relax. Oh, there you are. While I can't actually see all of you, I can imagine you. And I must say, you all are looking gorgeous tonight. It's Emma Norton's wonderful donors, partners, staff, residents, and more. I'm so glad you could join us for our special gala pre-program. I'm Shay Cage, a Twin Cities artist and activist, and your host tonight. Thank you for inviting me into your home for a phenomenal evening, as together, we raise awareness and funding to open many more and better doors for individuals and families who've experienced homelessness. Grab yourself some refreshments, find a cozy spot to enjoy the program. I'll be back to check on you soon. Hi again. If you are just joining us, welcome. I'm Shay Cage, a Twin Cities artist and activist, and I'm your host tonight. We have a fabulous program coming up in just 10 minutes or so. So take your seats, grab a beverage, and be ready to help open more and better doors for women and families in our community. All of the proceeds tonight help provide transformational housing and supportive services for those most in need in our community.
Welcome to the Opening Doors Gala 2022. We are so glad that you could connect with us virtually from home this year and join the other 250 plus attendees in person at the Intercontinental St. Paul Riverfront. This is our first ever hybrid event. My name is Katie Kelly, and I am the board secretary for Emma Norton and the chair of the Opening Doors Gala. Emma Norton's mission is to provide transformational housing and growth for women and families on their journey of recovery. This year's theme is focused on healing and growth for our residents and for our broader community. We have a great program in store for all of our guests, including remarks from Executive Director Tanya Brownlow, award presentations to some of our key partners and donors, a video highlighting several of our residents, our fund and need to support our critical programming, hosted by auctioneer Katie, and a powerful performance from our fabulous host, Shay Cage. The live stream of the program will start in approximately 5 minutes, so sit back, relax, grab a cocktail or mocktail, and please use the hashtag ODG22 when posting about the event. Thank you to everyone watching from near and far. This gala is only successful thanks to all of you. Enjoy the evening.
having a wonderful meal. I want to thank those that prepared the meal. We know that having a stable, affordable home is more important than ever, both due to the global pandemic as we seek to create true equality and justice for the whole community. The pandemic laid bare the fact that homelessness and health disparities affect communities of color at a much higher rate. Emma Norton seeks to reduce these disparities and provide transformational housing to those on a journey of recovery. It means a whole lot to have you be a part of this vision. In 2021, Emma Norton grew to serve more than 500 formerly homeless in the 2 housing facilities, both in downtown St. Paul and Maplewood. Those were adults and children. And through Emma Norton's scattered site housing program, really working to serve people throughout the community. We also partnered with Ramsey County to locate permanent housing for those sheltering in hotels during the pandemic. The organization's youth programming served more than 60 children and youth through vital after-school programming and enrichment activities. We have a truly inspirational program tonight, and you'll hear from Executive Director Tanya Brownlow and residents who call Emma Norton home. Now, what you might not know is that Emma Norton has been providing stability for women for more than 100 years in St. Paul. It was founded in 1917 by a United Methodist woman named Emma Norton from Winona, Minnesota. The organization has just continued to have strong support from the faith community and beyond. Thank you to all of our faith communities in attendance tonight. We want to also recognize all of our event sponsors and our table sponsors, because together you've helped us reach nearly 40% of our $100,000 revenue goal before we even walked into the room tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause. And thank you also to everyone in attendance tonight, all of you joining us from across the state and beyond virtually. A very warm welcome to any new guest as well. You are a very important key to the organization's future growth. Now, before we move on to our keynote, I wanted to just briefly introduce Katie Imholt Gabrielle of Flatabo Advancement, our auctioneer for tonight. Katie has been on screen virtually with me for the past 2 years, but this year, you get to experience her energy and talent in person. Katie grew up in central Minnesota, where at an early age, you could see her working in her family's auction business. As a mother of 2 kids, Katie understands the importance of community, also the safety and power of a strong support network for all families, and she is honored to be here supporting Emma Norton's mission tonight.
Thank you, Shay. I am super honored to be able to be in person, as everyone's saying. It's so lovely to see you all. And I just want to make sure that we're going to be ready when it gets time for the Fund a Need and live auction. So if you look on your name tag, you have a bid number, and there is a pile of bid numbers on your table. So if you want to start passing that around and make sure you have the right bid number to match your name tag, that will make everything a lot easier at checkout. So super excited. We're going to raise a lot of money. We're so happy that you're with us here tonight. But thank you.
Thank you, Katie. So for the past 8 years, Emma Norton has been led by Executive Director Tanya Brownlow. Tanya has over 2 decades of experience in the field and has a true passion for ending homelessness. She's joined by many of Emma Norton's staff here tonight. I would actually at this time love for all of the staff to stand up to just be recognized. Could you just stand up where you are at your table and let us celebrate you? Don't hold back. Give them some love for all the work that you do. Now I invite Tanya to the stage for her speech, Home and Healing, the Future of Emma Norton. Welcome, Tanya.
Thank you all. What was that, Bubba? All right, thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's so great to be here. I can't believe it's been 3 years since I have felt the amazing energy from this crowd of supporters. And it's so wonderful to look out over here and see all the faces that I've known for so long, and so many of the new faces that I don't know but hope to know for a long time into the future. Today I was driving into work and I heard that it's National Superhero Day. And I thought, that's right, today's the day for our event because all of you get to be superheroes today. So thank you. So I'm going to give you guys an overview of what we have been up to for the last 2 years and some of our accomplishments that we're hoping to have in the future. So as Shay was saying, we have been in existence for over 100 years, and really, again, we are so dedicated to our partnership with United Methodist Women that are now known as Women in Faith. It was Emma Norton, through her vision of creating a safe place for women to access transformational education and employment in the 1900s, that has laid the foundation for the organization we are today. This timeline shows a lot of our major accomplishment over the years. But since I've stood here 3 years ago, I can also tell you that we have completed a major renovation of our Emma's Place townhomes out in Maplewood. And as Shay was saying, we launched a whole new program working with Ramsey County to support people sheltering from COVID in the hotels. What I want you to think about as you look around this room tonight is that 3 years ago, we were serving about 250 people, and that's the number of you that are in this room. But if you take all of us now and double us, that's what we've been serving on an annual basis. And what we know is that in today's world, Emma Norton has become more than just a safe place to sleep. We are living into becoming a supportive sanctuary for healing and personal growth with mental health services and supports integrated throughout all our programs and activities. By 2025, that's that last little square there, what we really hope to be is operating at a scale that brings a full array of resources to the people experiencing homelessness and those we serve. We want housing and our services to be exemplary, offered in partnership with key community institutions and extending beyond our campuses. And right now, what I can tell you is we're on track to meet that goal with some of the exciting new developments I'm going to tell you about today. This slide shows you, again, that we have a mission of providing transformational housing for women and families on their journey of recovery from the trauma of homelessness, mental illness, substance use, and poverty to bring about stability and growth. But we really need to work on updating our mission statement because our work and commitment is also really about supporting the transgendered individuals who live in our communities. As a program, we are open to every gender and those that just identify anywhere on that gender continuum. Our logo is this open door because it's the solidness of the door represents strength and safety, and yet the door's threshold marks the entering of a new space and symbolizes transitions and new beginnings. Our tagline is "The journey home begins here," because it isn't only about creating a place to live, but also a sense of home, community, and safety that all humans need to thrive. We have also been working on developing our theory of change. This is a pictorial representation of what we really do. It starts on the left with the orange section, and really that represents all the housing that we offer, all the different sites and programs. And we use the words, "all are welcome here," because we have a commitment to housing first services and promoting radical acceptance to those in need of a permanent place to live. We want people to walk through our doors to start their journey with Emma Norton. The next section represents the paths that each of our program participants take to determine their success. It's really about being client-centered. We advocate for each client to achieve their unique goals. And just like humans, just like all of us in this room, some days are good, some are bad, you have setbacks in life, you have advances. But we know those little circles on the continuum are people of being able to achieve their goals and moving forward. The next three symbols are really about our outcomes. What we want every person to achieve is stability, self-acceptance, and empowerment. We know a supported journey results in a stronger self because our final goal is really about creating wholeness and healness in the world. When you give people dignity, that's what we know creates transformation. And our goal is to create those environments and services that support that health and recovery in the world. Why we say our housing is transformational is because no matter where you call home, we know it's combined with professional supports to address any barriers that clients might be challenged with. For those that don't know, we have two main sites, Emma Norton Residence, that houses 50 single adults in dormitory-style accommodation, providing 3 meals a day and is staffed 24 hours, 7 days a week in the year. Our Emma's Place is for our family, mainly our family site. So we have 13 families, and again, that's where we talked about we serve 60 to 75 children at any one time. Each family has their own townhome. We have now, with the renovation, we have a community building dedicated for programming, ample grounds with a basketball court, playground, and many benches and tables to just help support people in those community gatherings. And tonight, you'll also hear more about our scattered site housing program, where we really work with community landlords that own properties throughout Ramsey County, and we go to people who live there to provide services. But I'm really excited to tell you tonight is about our newest development. So we've been working with Project for Pride in Living. We have designed and secured nearly $22 million to hopefully break ground and begin construction on a new, intentionally designed, trauma-informed building that will be our operational headquarters, as well as offer expanded housing and services to more people experiencing homelessness and housing instability. I really want to thank our partners in this, Urban Works Architecture and Ryan and Companies, because they have done an incredible amount of work and support and dedication to this project as we have been working steadily to start to get it into the ground. We will remain Emma Norton Services and a mission of the United Methodist Women, but the building name is Restoring Waters. This name was selected through a process involving our staff, our residents, our board, and we love the name because we know it invokes that healing power of water, both physically and spiritually. When we talk about advances in neuroscience, that's what we talk about with trauma-informed care design. But really we understand that the way our brains work now helps us think about the spaces that we are in and what can actually counter-affect the impacts of trauma. I'm sure you all resonate with the understanding that when you walk into home, you have a different feeling. When you walk into a beautiful space like this beautiful hotel, it feels different because that's our brain processing information. So Restoring Waters is designed to promote people's sense of safety, empowerment, collaboration, peer communication or connections, trust, and cultural well-being. Those are all elements of trauma-informed care. As you can see from these images, the spaces really incorporate elements of nature, creates an open and lighter feeling, and people will have so much more choices than where they have now about where they spend their time. They will have their own apartment units as well as dedicated programming spaces. We'll have separated office space from the residential side, which really helps people create that sense of home. And all of this is going to be in that new St. Paul neighborhood, Highland Bridge, an area that's going to be filled with shops, services, parks, community amenities, and great transportation. So we're so excited because this means we're going to be able to expand from 50 at our current Emma Norton residence to 60. We'll have 60 full apartments. The people living there will also have small families, as well as people living there. If they do reunite with children, they can continue to have their children living there, which means we got to do a lot of planning around those programming spaces and know that kids will be supported. We are going to really focus on health needs and have a dedicated clinic. We'll have volunteer spaces where people can come in and help us teach art classes and gardening and cooking classes and anything else that volunteers want to come to do. And then we're also going to have some new mental health services that are really trauma-informed care that help divert people out of crowded emergency rooms and into peer-supported atmospheres where they can really talk one-on-one about what they need. But a lot of, these projects require a lot of funding. As I said, we've raised $22 million with our government funders to really support the building. But as the capital campaign that we'll be doing is really because we want to add that quality of life that we want all of the tenants and staff to have. It's going to be our job to fully furnish those office spaces, programming areas, bringing art into the building, and making sure every person moving in moves into a fully furnished, stocked apartment with everything they need to start calling it home. We've set an ambitious goal of $3 million, and because we want, and most of that will go into that creation of that building, but it will also go into some of those new programming initiatives like the mental health center and better services, and also just provide a strong organizational safety net for us. To date, I'm happy to report we've raised over $1 million. Most of this has been from, we actually did sell the Robert Street building, and there were proceeds from that sale that we were able to collect. We are so grateful for our major donors and long-term foundation relationships that have continued to support our efforts. We are working with a committee within our United Methodist partners who are also set a campaign goal of raising $500,000, and currently we have $100,000 of that secured from the generosity of Hamlin Church. But for me, really tonight, what is this about? It's more than about buildings. It's really about the people that are in our programs. And for me, this quote is from Christine, who has been part of our gala before. I think she really articulates the mission and the work that we do, and it's so much deeper than just giving someone a place to live. It's really about how we restore a person's value and dignity to take their place in this world as an equal contributing member of society. Christine says, "It's very difficult when you have led one type of life to move to how am I going to lead a different life with different types of people? Are they going to accept me? Will I be able to survive? What is it like life going to look like?" And I want to thank Emma Norton for this amazing opportunity. So tonight, one of the other things that we have, some special guests have been joining us from Minnetonka High School. So they're part of a unique Vantage program for digital journalism. They partnered us this year to create a video about restoring waters, and I think we're going to see that now.
Here, it's super dangerous for femme-bodied or femme-identifying person to be on the street, and you end up in all sorts of situations that are out of your control. And so at least here, you can become stable. Being on the street, not even having access to running water versus your own studio apartment is vast. The biggest concept that we try to promote is safety. Physically, mentally, psychologically, it's all about safety.
And there is a methodology around how you work with people who have experienced trauma. So we wanted to design a building that would incorporate those principles into the actual physical structure to best support them in their healing and recovery. Things like artwork throughout the building that really highlights women, empowering images, people of color. But there's flexibility in that building, whether you want to be out in a community space where you can get support from your peers, or you want to be up in your apartment alone and have that time for restoration. So it's really that this building just allows a lot more flexibility and support for people in their healing. It's going to be a building that really allows us to welcome in so many more volunteers and people who want to get into the building and know what Emma Norton does. And again, it's just going to be a holistic environment that's better for our staff and better for the people who live there. So I want to give a huge thank you to the following individuals and ask that they stand to be recognized. Lauren Terry, Midnight Hooten, Samuel Fellner, and Cal Anderson. Thank you for choosing us, Emma Norton, as your Vantage partner. And now I have the pleasure of moving into the awards portion of the night. So thank you to all of you, our important donors and partners in the year, because each year we provide 2 organizations and 1 individual with special recognition. This year, our Heritage Award is given to Pearl Okubo posthumously. Pearl was a member of the Grove United Methodist Church, an active member of UMW, and a longtime donor and supporter of Emma Norton. Pearl was a fierce advocate of supportive housing for women and families in need, and shared information about Emma Norton with many people near and far, including her family in Hawaii. Unfortunately, her son was not able to be here to accept the award, but we'll make sure the award gets to her family soon. So thank you, Pearl, wherever you are. You are missed by all who knew and loved you, and your legacy carries on at Emma Norton. Our next award is our Opening Doors Award, which goes to Merrill Harris. Merrill, you're... Merrill has been a private landlord that we've worked with in our scattered site housing, and he's willing to give people a second chance and see them for who they are now. Thank you, Merrill.
Well, I have to say this, Robert was the best thing I met like 4 years ago. And this organization is just awesome.
Thank you. And I'm very happy to be giving this next award because I've been working pretty closely with this group. So our Opening Doors Champion Award goes to Ballard Spar. You guys want to come on up? So Ballard Spar was previously Lindquist Venom, but they've been a longtime partner of us with Emma Norton and our families at Emma's Place through their Winter Closet Foundation. So the Winter Closets Foundation mission is simple: deliver new coats to children in need in their communities. In 2021, the foundation donated just over 1,200 new coats to children through 14 community partners and has donated an impressive 26,531 coats since its inception in 1992. Additionally, Ballard Spar and Sunny really helped me work on all the legal support related to restoring waters and the sale of our building. They've just been a tremendous partner in supporting Emma Norton in our dreams and our visions. So we want to welcome Matt Buckley, the Winter Closet Foundation volunteer, and Sunny Badeau, a critical partner in our restoring work. So thank you, guys.
And I'll just say, Meryl was right. This is an awesome organization, and it's a privilege to work with them.
So, you know, I know as we all celebrate tonight, one of the things we also like to pay attention to in our organization is we walk with people through all their phases and all their journeys in life. And right now, what we'd like to do is to actually take a moment of silence for 4 members of our Emma Norton family who we lost last year far too soon. So please join me in remembering Martha Bailey Hill, Marcos Denali Paramo, Suzanne Dick, and Shavon Phillips. They will forever be a part of our Emma Norton family, and we carry you in our hearts every day. And, you know, their young lives have been lost way too soon, as we know happens to a lot of people who have experienced systemic racism, poverty, and homelessness in our world. So, but now I'd like to invite Shay back up on the stage, and we will move on with the next section. Thank you.
Sometimes I just want to say, don't have me be the host because I'm so emotional and I'm really touched by good people. And one of the reasons why I get really, I move everything off of my calendar for Emma Norton is because I really believe in the work. I've seen it change lives, and I know people that have been, benefited from others that will extend a hand. So my heart is touched. Thank you for that, Tanya. Congratulations again also to Merrill and Ballard for your awards tonight. And how special to honor the memory of longtime donor and advocate Pearl Akobu, along with Emma Norton residents, the ones that we've lost along the way all too soon. They live in our hearts and in our memories. Well, now comes one of the most impactful parts of the program, as we get to hear from the 3 residents, all who have unique and powerful stories of their own. Katie will be joining you shortly for our Fund a Need. Thank you for being generous tonight, opening up your heart, continuing to provide transformational housing for individuals and families like the elders, Darian and Cynthia.
The pandemic was just a horrible situation for all over the country, and it just caused us to have a financial downfall and kind of lost everything. I have 5 kids. I got a 14-year-old daughter, a 13-year-old son, a 7-year-old son, a 6-year-old daughter, and a 2-year-old son. Finding somewhere to go was very, very, very difficult because there's not a lot of places that will hold 7 in the family.
I had some roommates who decided to move out 2 days before rent was due and just left me high and dry. I had a pimple turn into a basketball-sized cyst in 5 days. I almost lost my arm and my life. I couldn't do my job anymore. So first I lost my home, then I lost my job, then I lost my car, and then everything I owned. I was homeless for 7 years at one point in time. I was in a tent during winter. Connected with Emma Norton through Ramsey County. I was staying at a hotel at the time, and one of the workers there said that Emma Norton has a program that might be fit for you. And it turned out to be exactly what I needed.
The welcoming of the staff was wonderful. It was very pleasant. It was like uplifting and easy because it gave us hope. During being homelessness, sometimes you fall in a place of helplessness. And Emma Place stepped in, whatever that we needed to move in to get us going when we moved in, Emma's Place stayed by our side the whole time we were there.
When you lose all your family members and you're by yourself, it's hard to not have somebody there to have your back and stuff like that. But now being in my own place, I feel so free and so at peace. I really, at that point in my time of life, didn't think I would have a program for me. I mean, most people have Social Security, or they can pay 30% of the rent with a voucher or something. I had nothing. I
do feel safe because I know that I have somewhere to go. I know my kids have somewhere to sleep, and they don't have to worry about where we're going next. I want to get back to where I was before the pandemic, and I want to get back to that point to where I can build something for my family. Hopefully I can build a business, a family business for my family, and something that they can take over when I get older, eventually when that time comes.
I've never been so happy in my life because I have my own bathroom and I have my own kitchen. Healing and just empowerment to have my own place for that first time. It's like, I can do anything now. Now that I've got a place to live and everything's falling into place, what's next for me?
I just want to say Emma Norton has done more for the community than they can ever imagine. The staff does more for the community than they can ever imagine, because we all know that they have a place in the home to go to, and we have a place in the home to go to, but Emma Norton staff put us first.
You have to understand that you people who donate really make a change in people's lives. If it wasn't for you, these programs wouldn't be here.
And another round of applause. With us tonight are the 3 families that we just heard their wonderful stories. The elders, Cynthia and Darian, thank you so much for sharing your story of what Emma Norton means to you. So thank you. I hope you can feel that everybody in this room, in this community, truly does have your back. We are so thankful that you're with us tonight. Emma Norton helps move people from a place of hopelessness to a place of empowerment. Having a safe and permanent housing is truly foundational for each person as they work to try to achieve their goals to transform their lives. As we've heard throughout the night, Emma Norton provided safe housing for 500 people last year, and there are so many more people who need our help. And as Cynthia said so beautifully, if not for you, these programs would not be here. So now is the time that we turn to you for help. We're asking you to dig really deep to make a meaningful financial gift tonight. Our total event goal is to raise $100,000. And in the next few moments, through the Fund and Need donations, we're hoping to be able to raise $40,000 in this community here in this room and those of you tuning in online. So now is your opportunity to make that lasting impact, and we really need your help right now more than ever before. So for those of you watching from home, just simply click on that donate button and enter whatever amount you'd like to give. And for everybody else in the room, please get those bid numbers ready as we're going to be working through different levels, and we'd love for you to participate by raising your bid card, and we'll capture your donation. We're going to start off at a level of $5,000. And I'd love to see if there's anybody in this room that is so moved that they're able to make a $5,000 donation tonight. I see one over here, number 801. Thank you so much for the $5,000 donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's fantastic. Thank you. Anybody else care to join in at the $5,000 level? We're going to be moving on to the $2,500 level. And what's pretty significant about this level is that with a gift of $2,500, you are supporting a family or an individual as they step into the supportive housing program. It covers the cost of the down payment, the first month's rent, and the essentials like even a bed and the essentials needed for that home. So you're truly giving a person or a family the gift of home with a $2,500 gift. So I would love to see if there's anybody here tonight who would love to give a $2,500 donation. Anybody, just raise your card up at the $2,500 level. I see number 143. Thank you so much. Thank you at the $2,500 level. Number 800. Thank you so much for your $2,500 gift. Thank you. You're making a huge, huge difference. I know there's some people on that line as well. I encourage you, if you can give $2,500, that is a meaningful impact directly going to making home possible for families. Moving on to the $1,000 level, we would love to have donations coming in at the $1,000 level. And just as an example, with the donation of $1,000, that can inspire 60 different kids from Emma's Place with an enrichment activity. And we all know these children love to take field trips, and they're just now able to start doing this again. So would love to see those that can donate at the $1,000 level. Please raise your bid card high at the $1,000 level. I see number 117. Thank you so much. I am going to start walking around. I see number 171, number 194. Thank you so much at the $1,000 level. Number 19. Thank you. Number 112. Thank you so much. Number 82. Thank you. There's a really long number. It's 10021. I love it. Thank you for the $1,000 donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody else care to join in at the $1,000 level? I know that there are some people tuning in tonight. I believe there are some board members that made some donations that couldn't be here, so I just want to give a shout out here. And again, round of applause to the board for your service. It's a huge, huge difference that you're making here with your time and your treasures. So Laura Benarski, thank you so much. And we've got Shirley and Bill Jackson. Thank you for your donation. And Ben Ortel, thank you for your service and also your donation that you're making from home. We are moving into the $500 level. At a $500 level, that is an example of covering fresh fruits and vegetables to the menu for residents at Emma Norton. So who can join us with a $500 gift tonight? Thank you so much, Meryl. Number 55, thank you. Number 166, thank you. Number 33, thank you so much. I see number 203, thank you for your $500 gift. Number 13, thank you. Number 87, thank you so much. We're at the $500 level. Number 178, thank you. Number 23, thank you so much. Number, I think that is, again, I'm not going to say it out loud until I see it. I think that is number 20. Okay, awesome. 20. Anybody else at the $500 level? Thank you for all of those donating and those at home as well giving in right now. We are at $75,000 towards our $100,000 goal. We're making some great progress here. And we are moving on to the $250 level. If you can give $250, please raise your bid card. Number 155, thank you so much. Number 25, thank you. Number 226, thank you so much. Number 198, thank you. Number 49, thank you. We can all be clapping. We're here together. This is awesome. Number 84, thank you so much. We're at the $250 level. Number 124, thank you. Number 34, thank you so much. Number 133, number 230, number 142. We're at the $250 level. Anybody else that I missed at the $250 number? That is number 110. You are testing my eyesight. Fantastic. $250 level. Anybody else? At the $250 level, number 159, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. Anybody want to join the fun at the $250 level? Let's give one more big round of applause for everybody that's been donating so far. This is awesome to see all the support. This next level is extra special at the $100 level. That's what it costs to provide that monthly birthday celebration for all the children. So they're wanting to be able to have a birthday party every single month. So if we get 12 people giving $100, we have birthday parties covered for the year. So those that can donate $100, raise your big card. If you've already given and you have an extra 100 to give, I invite you to give again. Number 77, thank you so much. Number 4, thank you. Number 161, thank you. Number 234, thank you so much. Number 107, number 119, number 57, number 118, number 137, thank you. Number 98, number 6, number 228. We're at number 239. Thank you so much. Number 200. I love seeing all these bid cards up. This is awesome. Number 5. Thank you. Number 51. Thank you so much. Number 109. Number 95. Thank you. Number 44. Number 169. 123. 168, number 167, thank you. Yes, keep on clapping. I love it. I have one over here, number 89, thank you. Number 176, number 12, number 205, number 100, number 192, number 105, number, I'm just gonna keep on. We can give them. I think it's 120. 120. Is that right? Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Anybody else at the $100 level? We're at over 81,000 right now. Anyone else at the $100 level? Well, for those of you, if you online continue to be giving, and like I said, if you've already given, you want to give again, you can do that. There's also donation cards on your table that you can give that way if you want to give more anonymously, or if there was a certain dollar amount that you wanted to give, whether it be $50 or $5,500, whatever it is, every single dollar and donation truly does make a huge difference. And so thank you for really showing up with their generosity. And we are not done yet. So next up, you are in for a special treat. I'm going to be welcoming back on stage our host, Shay Cage, for a special performance. Shay is a cultural worker, a writer, a performer, and an activist who has been called a change maker, one of the leading artists of her generation, and a mover and a maker. She has been seen as a leading lady on major stages, including the Penumbra and the Guthrie, a producer of feature films, a director and writer of plays, and a recipient of Career Achievement Awards. But her proudest work is community healing and transformation through art. And I have just loved working with her the last few years, and so please welcome back Shay.
Was poetry, and poetry led me to theater. And I share it, and I share storytelling with my children. I wrote this poem special for tonight. Imagine, as day breaks, dawns, we look up before twilight, twinkling dots scattered across the night sky. Their luminous spheres, breadcrumbs, lead home or north or somewhere forward to an openness that holds new possibilities. There is hope and spaciousness here. There is room and space to dream, to imagine and build power in ways we didn't have the words to even utter before. There is fearlessness here in this place beyond now. Imagine. Beyond this land soaked by black and blood, blue blood, this sacred Dakota land, to see past any moments that confine or limit us, to remind us of our beauty and our strength, our unabashed grace as we stand in a collective spotlight, shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip with piercing gaze on the prize. There is recognition here. A nod even, that today is already a new day, a moment filled with a spirit of now, of tomorrow and the future, all interwoven at the same time. Imagine standing arm in arm with our unbroken sisters and brothers, touching the night sky, hearts somehow beating to the same rhythm, boom bop, boom bop, boom boom bop. Can you hear it? The thump and drumbeat of possibilities. Can you see it? Let us look up, see the sky literally breaking open for us to simply walk through, for those who need a way out. Constellations prominent and always visible up above. The prom queens of the northern sky bat their lashes and curl their defiant lips. Leadership is never easy. You don't choose it, it chooses you. Yet one knows when the moment is calling. The universe awaits us, awaits you. There is a whisper in our ears, the ancestors. They knew all along. They speak to us. Remember, there is always a rebirth in the end. Remember, resilience is built in our bones, in our bodies. Remember, you are never alone. Our ancestors refuel us in ways beyond words. They send those who will help, who will extend a hand. We must reimagine visions of simple and complex realities of what success and change and safety is and can be. They say, this is our time. We were built for this. Step into the center of the circle. And so we reimagine a new space where we stand together in mindfulness, in emotional liberation, in solidarity, where we process and heal our trauma in green, flourishing deliverance, where we wake up and face the sun with fight in our bodies, in our blood, with hope and cosmic dreaming in our hearts, where we speak the names of the forgotten ones out loud, where we sing to the babies on these shores of these 10,000 lakes, and they hopscotch and dig marble holes in the soft brown dirt, where we are full from Auntie's garden blessings, and we can rest in hand-woven hammocks around dusk, reading these pandemic survival stories. These blue-black phoenix rising, making a way when there was none. Oh, we are still here stories. So with your mind's eye, Trace a line along your journey up and to arrive below Cassiopeia's feet. Delineate each wrinkled groove in her sculpted arches. See how she awaits, anxiously on the other side, breathtakingly regal. She has been here before. You have been here before. Without resistance, the promise of change and possibility are imminent. We have not come here unarmed. The preparation precedes us. Great labor and vision and hard work and deep grounding in what one knows is community. A deliberate place has been made here. That whisper again, the reminder that the answers are inside of us. It knocks ever so lightly. Boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, boom, bap. Let us extend our hands, palms up and ready to embrace this new and power-filled day that awaits us beyond now. Imagine. Can you hear it? Boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, boom, bop. Turn to your neighbor and say, can you hear it? Thank you. And now it's time for the live auction. Are you guys ready for the live auction? We don't believe you. Are you ready for the live auction? All right, well, Katie is going to lead us through it, and we're going to tag team, which is fun.
Yeah. So super excited. It's going to be a little bit more fun than watching it on screen to actually be selling some things. So we're going to use those same bid numbers, and we're going to have a lot of fun. We have some really awesome auction packages for you. So Shay, why don't you tell us about the first one?
Okay, so the first item, you're going to love it, is a concert date night. All right? It's donated by the Fillmore, Minneapolis. Box tickets for 2 to any concert of your choosing. A 100 gift certificate for Trax Burgers and Bar in the same building as the Fillmore, so you don't even have to eat beforehand. You can just come with an empty stomach.
Yes. Awesome. This is donated by Fillmore, Minneapolis. So thanks for putting this package together. Let's start it low and have a lot of fun. How about $100 to start? I'll take $100 and now 2, down 2, now 2. Have $100, but now 2, now 2, now 2, but now 2, but now 2. 200 and now 3. 2 now 300, now 400, but 400, but 400. 300 now 400, but 400. I have 300, but now 400, but now 400, but 400. Thank you. 400 and now 5. 400, but now 500 and now 6. I have 500, but now 600. 600 now 7. I have 600 now 700, but now 700, but now 700, but now 700. I love the confidence. 700, don't let her scare you. And now 8. I'll take 800, but now 800, but now 800. I have 700, but now 800, but now 800, but now 800. Anyone at 800, but now 800. I have a 700, but now 800. Anyone at 800? Anyone at 800? I have 800. That's right. That's what you get. 800, now 9. I'm looking for 900, but now 900, but now 900. You've been this whole time. You got to stick with a 900. Thank you, 900. Now 1,000. Would you bid 1,000? I have a 900, but now 1,000. Thank you. I have 1,000, now 1,100. I have 1,000, but now 1,100, but now 1,100, but now 1,100, but now 1,100. Would you bid 1,100, but now 1,100, but now 1,100? I have 1,000, but now 1,100. Anyone at 1,100, but now 1,100? I have a 1,000, but now 1,100. He's not here. You don't want to look for his approval. 1,100. I have 1,000, but now 1,100, but now 1,100. Anyone at 1,100? Are you holding on? If you're holding on to the bid number, that means you want it. Do you want it at 1,100? I have 1,000, but now 1,100. And I have sold it for $1,000. Very exciting. And your bidder number is number 8. Thank you for all your bidding. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's up next?
Enjoy that date night. If you need somebody to tag along with you, just let me know.
Yes.
Next item, we have Marmar Vineyard Experience. It's donated by Martha and Mark Lance. You can invite 8 of your friends to go with you. Tanya and Shauna will host along with Martha and Mark. Learn about Emma Norton's, and you can also learn ways to help in that time. And this is also on a 3-acre certified nature reserve in Maplewood. It's simply gorgeous if you've never been there. You should expect gourmet food and wine. So,
Wow.
8 of your friends, you will be the talk of the town.
And again, we'll help round out that 8 if you need some help. That would be wonderful. So let's have some fun with this. Who'll start off a $500 bid? I'll take anyone at a 500 bid, now 500, 500. Thank you, and now 6. I have 500 bid, now 600 bid, now 600 bid, now 600. I have 500 and 600, thank you, and now 7. I have 600, now 700 bid, now 700 bid, now 700. I have a 600 bid, now 700 bid, now 700 bid, now 700 bid, now 700, 700, and now 8. I have 700 bid, now 800 bid, now 800 bid, 800, and now 9. I have 800 bid, now 900 bid, now 900 bid, now 900. I'm thinking we're 900 bid, now 900 bid, now 900, and now 1,000. I have 900 bid, now 1,000, now 1,000. I love it. 1,000, and now 1,100. I'm thinking we're 1,100 bid, now 1,100 bid, now 1,100. I have a 1,000 bid, now 1,100 bid, now 1,100 bid, now 1,100. I'm looking for 1,100 bid, now 11. I love the eye contact. Would you bid 1,100? 1,100 and 1,100. Thank you. 1,100 and now 1,200. I have 1,100 bid, now 1,200 bid, now 1,200 bid, now 1,200. I have 1,100 bid, now 1,200. Would you bid 1,200 bid, now 1,200? I'm trying to rally who your party's going to be. 1,200. New fire. 1,200. Thank you. 1,200 and now 1,300. I have 1,200 bid, now 1,300 bid, now 1,300 bid, now 1,300. I'm thinking we're at 1,300. I have a 1,200 bid, now 1,300 bid, now 1,300. Would you bid 1,300 bid, now 1,300? Would you bid 1,300? I have 1,200 bid, now 13. Would you bid 13? Would you bid 13? I have a 1,200 bid, now 13. I'm looking for a 1,300. Would you bid 1,300? 1,200 bid, now 1,300. No pressure. I'm just going to walk a little closer. 1,300. Would you bid 1,300 bid, now 1,300? Would you like to bid 1,300? I have a 1,200 bid, now 1,300. Would you like 1,300? Anyone at 1,300 bid, now 1,300? 1,200 bid, now 1,300. Anyone in at 1,300?
8 of your friends.
Yes, thank you. 1,300. Thank you. 13 and now 14. Would you bid 1,400 bid, now 1,400 bid, now 1,400 bid, now 1,400? I'm looking for a 1,400 bid, now 1,400. Is that a yes? I think she's trying to get her party together. 1,400? Let's take a half bid. 1,400. I'll take that as 1,400. And now 15. I have 1,400 bid, now 1,500 bid, now 15. I have 14 bid, now 15 bid, now 15. I have 1,400 bid, now 15. Would you bid 1,500? Would you bid 1,500? I have 1,400 bid, now 1,500. Would you like to bid 1,500? Am I missing anyone at 1,500? I'm looking for 1,500. I have 1,400. I have you in at 1,400.
15.
And would you like to bid 1,500? I have 1,400 bid, now 1,500.
15.
What about this? Here, Shauna. I'm going to sell this over here for 1,400. I think she really wants it. Do we? Oh. Are we good? Okay, but I'm going over here for 1,400 to number 185. I'm going to sell it here for 1,400. And I just want to see if we can sell it a second time. Would you be interested in the dinner party and stuff? 1,400. We're selling it again for 1,400 to number 4. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
This is exciting. Oh my gosh. There's also an announcement that any of the silent auction items that didn't sell, they're going to put back out on a fire sale on Monday. So you will have another opportunity to pick up those items as well. All right, the next item up is whiskey and wine package, donated by Studio Distilling. It's located here in St. Paul. A tour for 10, plus 3 luxury California Pinot Noirs from Hildy Baubier. Wow. And Bill Klein.
And Shauna has the wines, and I understand that it's impossible to buy these wines in Minnesota. That's how rare these wines are.
That's
so this
amazing.
is kind of a big deal.
Pinot Noirs. You guys have had Pinot Noir, right? Yeah. So Pinot
Yeah.
Noirs from Hildy and Bill Klein.
Yeah, just raise your bid card if you want her to come to you, right? So let's have some fun with this on the whiskey and wine package all in one. Let's start off at $100 bid. I'll take 100, now 2, now 2, now 2. I have 100 bid, now 200 bid, now 200 bid, now 200 bid, now 200. I have a $100 bid, now 2. I'm looking for a 200 bid, now 200. Anyone at a 200 bid, now 200? 200, thank you. And now 3. I have 200, now 300 bid, now 300. 300, now 400. And now 5. I have 400 bid, now 500 bid, now 500 bid, now 500. I have a 400 bid, now 500 bid, now 500 bid, now 500. I'm in at 400 bid, now 500 bid, now 500 bid, now 500 bid, now 500. I have 400 bid, now 500 bid, now 500. Anyone 500? Anyone at a 500 get the whiskey as well? Anyone at 400 now 500? Anyone at 500 now 500? It was a tour for 10 at Studio Distilling. And I'm at a 400, bid enough 500, anyone at 500, anyone at 500, at 400, bid enough 500, going once, anyone in at 500, going twice. And I've sold it for $400, and your bidder number is 177. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Okay, so the next item up is Breckenridge condo stay. I'm going to read this slow because I know there's going to be a lot of takers. Breckenridge condo stay. You get to have 4-night stay for up to 6 people. This is going to be donated by Catherine Pickrell. Catherine Pickrell has donated this. It's located in the gorgeous Colorado Rocky Mountains. 2-bedroom, 3 baths, fully furnished and very spacious. Located within walking distance of hiking trails and great restaurants. So, once again, 4-night stay up to 6 people, Breckenridge condo stay.
And what's extra special about this is there's an incredible amount of availability if you are the winning bidder. So they are offering it up between May 1st and October 30th of this year, 2022, or next year between May 1st and October 30th of 2023. So you have those 2-year windows, but the only blackout dates are the 4th of July weekend and Labor Day weekend. So a lot of other options, extremely generous to have that much availability. So I'm pretty sure in that period of time over those 2 years, you're gonna wanna get away. So let's, again, 4 nights, 6 people. Who will start me off? I don't know, how about $500? I'll take 500, but now 500, and now 750. I have 500, but now 750, but now 750, but now 750, but now 750. I have 500, about 600. I have a 500, but now 600, but now 600, but now 600. And then we're $600 bid, now 600. I have a $500 bid, now 600. And then we're $600 bid, now 600, bid, now 600. I have 500 bid, now 600, bid, now 600. Breckenridge, Colorado. I'm looking for 600 bid, now 600. I have a 500 bid, now 600. I'm looking for 600 bid, now 600. Thank you. Thank you. We got some competition here. 600 and now 7. I have 600 now 700 bid, now 700 bid, now 700 bid, now 700. I'm looking for 700 bid, now 700 bid, now 700. I have 600 bid, now 700 bid, now 700 bid, now 700. I'm looking for 700. Thank you. 700 now 8. I have 700 now 800 bid, now 800 bid, now 800 bid, now 800. I have 700 bid, now 800 bid, now 800 bid, now 800 bid, now 800. Thank you. 800 now 9. I have 800 bid, now 900 bid, now 900 bid, now 900 bid, now 900. I'm looking for 900. Anyone at 900 bid, now 900 bid, now 900 bid, now 900. Would you like 900? I have 800 bid, now 900 bid, now 900. Anyone else want to join in at 900? I am looking for a 900 bid, now 900 bid, now 900. They just need a few more minutes to discuss. Anyone in a 900? Anyone in a 900 bid, now 900? Do you like to hike? Do you like to ski? Do you like to shop? Do you like to spa? Do you like to, yeah, 900 bid, now 900. 800 bid, now 900 bid, now 900 bid, now 900. Shauna's helping me out here. I'm looking for 900 bid, now 900 bid, now 900. Anyone at 900? Thank you. 900. And now 1,000. I have 900 bid, now 1,000 bid, now 1,000 bid, now 1,000. Would you like it at 1,000 bid, now 1,000 bid, now 1,000 bid, now 1,000? I'm looking for 1,000 bid, now 1,000 bid, now 1,000 bid, now 1,000. I'm looking for 1,000. I have 900 bid, now 1,000. 1,000. Thank you. 1,000. And now 1,100. I have a 1,000 bid, now 1,100 bid, now 1,100 bid, now 1,100. 1,000 bid, now 1,100 bid, now 1,100 bid, 1,100 bid, now 1,100 bid, now 1,100. I'm looking for 1,100 bid, now 1,100. Anyone at 11? They're kind of counting their 6 people again. This takes some time. 1,100. I have a 1,000 bid, now yes, 1,100. 1,100 now 1,200. 1,100 now 1,200 bid, now 1,200 bid, now 1,200 bid, now 1,200. Anyone in at 1,200? I have 1,100 bid, now 1,200. Anyone in at 1,200? She's telling me no. Anyone in at 1,200? I have sold it for 1,100. Thank you so much to our event chair. And your bidder number is Katie, number 171. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Congratulations. Oh, enjoy that amazing trip. Well, we have come to the end. We have one more item left. And this last item is a guided dinosaur tour. Whoever said dinosaurs were just for kids, but even if you want to take kids, you can. Guided tour of dino exhibit. This is being donated by Dr. Alex Hastings, chair of paleontology. 6 tickets to the Science Museum of Minnesota. It also includes 1 Omni Theater show.
Ooh.
You can also enjoy the other exhibits while you're there. So a guided tour of the dino exhibit.
Awesome. Let's make that Science Museum come to life. What an incredible, priceless opportunity to learn from the best. We will start me off at a $100 bid. I'll take 100, now 200, now 300, now 4. I have 300, 400, now 5. 400, now 500, bid, now 500, bid, now 500. I have 400, now 500, bid, now 500, bid, now 500. I'm looking for a 500, 400, bid, now 500, bid, now 500. 500, thank you. And now 6, 500, now 600, now 7. 600, now 700, bid, now 700, bid, now 700. 700, now 8. I have 700, now 800, bid, now 800, bid, now 800. I had 7. I'll grab another 8 unless we want to do it. I have 700 now, 800 bid now, 800 bid now, 800. I have 700 bid now, 800 bid now, 800 bid now, 800. I have 700 bid now, 800 bid now, 800 bid now, 800 bid now, 800. I'm looking for 800. You see one over there? 800. Thank you. 800 now 9. I have 800 now 900. Thank you. 900 now 1,000. 900 now 1,000. Now 1,000. Now 1,000. Would you bid 1,000? Would you bid 1,000? You're my helper tonight. Would you bid 1,000? I have 900 bid now 1,000. Would you bid 1,000? Anyone in at 1,000? I have a $900 bid now 1,000. You thinking about it? Anyone in at 1,000? I'm 900 bid now 1,000. One cruel opportunity. How about this? Can I sell it for $900 over here? Bidder number 194. Shauna, do we think we can get a... Can we do another one? We're going to do another one. Number 72 for $900. Thank you so much. That was the end of our live auction. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of your generosity.
Thank you. Isn't she amazing?
It's fun, right? Better than online.
And remember we said earlier that all the proceeds go to the programming. So thank you for your generosity. Tonight was our chance to really come together and just thank the volunteers, the donors, the partners, the staff for all that you do, for the amazing support that you lend to the individuals and the families at Emma Norton. So many of you stepped up in this past year when there was little known, and our staff had to pivot it to provide services in new ways while keeping everybody healthy and safe at the same time. So let us be assured, together we can and must open more and better doors for all. Now, if you won auction items here tonight, please head to checkout in a moment. If you are donating by check, hand your envelope to one of the volunteers on your way out. So volunteers will be at the doors on your way out. Make sure that you hand your check to them. We just want to thank you all for joining us tonight and for your incredible generosity. The Fund in Need will remain open for several days. Help us reach our goal of $100,000. Together we can transform the lives of women, family, and our world. Remember earlier they mentioned that the silent auction items will also be provided on Monday for a chance to bid on those as well. Wishing you all great love and great light. Thank you so much for tonight.